The subdued atmosphere at Brands Hatch is heightened by the depressing weather. Grey skies, rain, slippery tarmac, less grip, heavy spray and reduced visibility. But with hopes of better conditions for the 16-lap race, debate about the best type of tyre to fit. Which would be best, the heavily treaded wet pattern or the completely bald slicks which need a dry surface? Formula 3, like Formula 1, is a one make of tyre category to minimise expense and simplify administration, and it's little less demanding, with sophisticated fitting machinery, highly skilled technicians, and the need for a lot of experience to make sure that the vital link between car and track is right. The sensation of practice was newcomer Kelvin Burt, fastest by nearly 2 seconds in the first session and second on the grid in his Team Fortec Reynard. But in pole position for the third time in 4 races, it's championship leader Gilles de Ferran. Row 2, Philippe Adams from Belgium and Vauxhall-powered Warren Hughes. Then Brazil's Pedro Diniz with Belgian Mark Goossens, ahead of American Elton Julian and South African Hilton Cowie. Jason Plato's in the Sol Van Diemen, followed by Ribeiro, Silverstone class winner Paul Evans and William Hewland. Then Steve Arnold, non-starter Mika van Hool, Osvaldo Negri and Nigel Smith. And getting away cleanly in the wet is going to be very difficult indeed. In fact, Warren Hughes on the right has stalled. Goossens nearly loses it, passing Hughes. And into the first corner paddock, it is Kelvin Burt, a superb start. Behind him, a wall of spray for the other 19 to peer through as they drive up to Druids. And at Druids, it's Burt leading, Adams second, Diniz is third, de Ferran is in 4th place. Now, down to Graham Hill Bend, the left-hander. Burt, Adams, Diniz, de Ferran, and it is wet. Look at the spray. On to Surtees. And Diniz, number 9, passes Adams up into 2nd place. So the Belgian is now 3rd. The Brazilian Diniz is up to 2nd. Englishman Kelvin Burt is leading as they go onto the Grand Prix course. Under the bridge, down the hill at Pilgrim's Drop. 140 miles an hour coming up. Burt's got the advantage of clear vision. Diniz is 2nd. De Ferran is up into 3rd place, past Philippe Adams as they go on to Westfield, the right-hander. And Diniz here leading the battle for 2nd position. De Ferran, Adams, the top 4 are in Reynards, but look for number 42, Hilton Cowie in the white Rolls. There he is. He's in 5th place. He's leading Class B for year-old cars. Now, through the new chicane and on to Dingledell. From Dingledell to Stirling's. From Stirling's, the left-hander, which they're just clearing, down to the end of the lap. So into Clearways. 2.65 miles, almost completed. Clark Curve, it's Burt leading, Diniz, de Ferran, Adams. Cowie is in 5th place in the white Rolls, and he's attacking Philippe Adams in the black car in front of him. He's coming up alongside him as they go into paddock. He's passed him on the outside. So, up into 4th position goes Hilton Cowie, and the Class B cars have got larger wings than the Class A cars. That's an advantage here, but it's still a terrific drive. But Adams isn't giving up. Number 3 on the outside. He's trying to take Hilton Cowie, and he's done it. He's pushed through, and there's a spinner. That's Mark Goossens. It's his first Formula 3 wet race, and it's not lasted very long. Goossens out then. Surtees, here's the battle for 3rd. De Ferran, Adams and Cowie. Cowie in the white car, number 42. Now finishing is going to be very difficult today in these wet conditions. Under the bridge, Pilgrim's Drop again. Burt's driving a very mature race. There's Adams, and de Ferran looks to me as though he's struggling a bit. Gilles de Ferran, number 5. 3rd position. Then Adams, then Cowie. Climbing again to Dingledell. Right, left, right, through the chicane, round the left-hander at Stirling. So, the 2 newcomers are making the pace. Kelvin Burt, the leader. Hilton Cowie. Diniz is still 2nd. There is Kelvin Burt. He's now 2.7 seconds ahead of Pedro Diniz in the maroon car. That's his best drive so far this year. Across across the line goes the leader. There is Deniz. Now, above all, number 17, Kelvin Burt, the leader, must stay cool. It's a great achievement for the Fortec team from Grantham, second in their first Formula 3 race at Donington after winning last year's Formula Renault Championship with Oliver Gavin. And now they are leading with Kelvin Burt. Pedro Deniz in second place. Now, it looks to me as though De Ferran and Adams, the blue and then the black and yellow car, are starting to catch Deniz. The pressure is on the Brazilian in second place. Number 9, De Ferran number 5. So, Brazilian drivers second and third. And De Ferran, of course, is the championship leader. Pilgrim's drop. There's Burt, number 17. Quite a gap between him and the battle for second and third. That's De Ferran in third place. Deniz driving the Edenbridge racing car, and De Ferran is driving the Paul Stewart racing car. Onto Westfield, the right-hander. Out Ingledale again. And De Ferran has finished third at Donington, first at Silverstone, first at that tragic Thruxton meeting. Leads the championship by 12 points from Mika van Hoel, who failed to start today. Pedro Deniz. Now, Kelvin Burt has got this race made if he could just stay on the island. Number 17, here he is. The battle for second continues. They're easing away from Philippe Adams in fourth position on towards the end of the lap. Now, there are the gaps. You can see them for yourself, and somebody off. That's Andre Ribeiro. Not a happy season for Gilles de Ferran's teammate. He doesn't look at all happy. He didn't finish at Donington. He crashed in practice at Silverstone, ninth at Thruxton, and now out here at Brands Hatch. Very, very demoralising. And two off. That's Goosen's car on the left. He's been joined by James Taylor. And the leaders are now on another lap. And still, Gilles de Ferran can't do anything about Deniz in front of him as they go round Hawthorns. They're starting to lap now. John Lee, 33, in the red car. Now, this could be Gilles de Ferran's opportunity, because if Deniz is held up by the American, number 33 in the red car, and indeed he has been, and de Ferran closes right up. They both go past Lee. De Ferran attacks Deniz and fails to get through. Now, this is a terrific scrap that's developing for second place, and it's giving, of course, Kelvin Burt the opportunity to pull away all the time. Because De Ferran and Deniz are getting in each other's way. Paradoxically, they're slowing each other up. 140 miles an hour as they complete the lap. This is Deniz's 6th year of racing. It's his 3rd year of Formula 3. De Ferran behind him has been racing for 11 years. 2 of them in Formula 3. They're very closely matched. And De Ferran is looking all the time for an opportunity to get past. Deniz twitching a bit as they come out of Druids. And that is Hilton Cowie from 5th position and leading Class B. He's out of the race. Look at his rear wheel spinning. They're right off. They're not even moving the gravel. Throws his steering wheel away and disgustedly gets out of the car. And Burt is out on his own. Deniz and De Ferran battling for second position. Behind them, in 4th place, Adams. Jason Plato has moved up to 5th in the Van Diemen, and in parts it is definitely drying out. They're having to look now for all sorts of places to get deliberately into the wet on their wet weather tyres and cool them down. And Burt now, lapping John Wilcock, is 5 seconds ahead of the battle for second as he exits Stirling. There's Deniz, there's De Ferran. Now, where will they be at Clark Curve? There they are. De Ferran is looking for a way past as they come into the top straight. He's into the slipstream of Deniz's car. They cross the line. He darts to the left, pulls across to the right, and my goodness, he's through. Gilles de Ferran moves up into second position ahead of Pedro Deniz. Now, can he do anything about Kelvin Burt in front of him? There's a 5 seconds gap. He goes through and laps John Wilcock, and I think that even Gilles de Ferran is going to have his work cut out to catch Kelvin Burt. He's done the fastest lap of the race, de Ferran. 1 minute 32.3 seconds, 101.4 miles an hour. But even so, it's hardly likely that he's going to catch the Englishman. And that is Bert. It is definitely drying out. You can almost see a dry line now. As Kelvin Bert goes into the start and finish straight, there's his board. It tells him 2 laps to go. You are leading by 4.3 seconds, so he's easing up a bit. Into paddock, out of paddock. Great drive, very mature drive. And this is on the left. Number 41 is Nigel Smith. Steve Arnold is going to go through and take him. Battle for 10th position. Both of them in their second year of Formula 3 racing. They're in Class B, year-old cars. And actually they're almost as quick as this year's cars because of some of the technical differences. And down into clearways goes the battle between Smith and Arnold. And as they go through and complete the lap, Kelvin Bert is well away on his last lap now. And behind him this terrific battle continues, and Nigel Smith takes Steve Arnold and takes that 10th position back again, and Arnold loses it. Oh, he's going to hit them. Straight into Taylor's car and Goosen's. He's not going to be at all popular when he gets back. But Kelvin Bert is almost a winner in Formula 3 as well as touring cars, Vauxhall Lotus and Formula Ford. It's going to be 9 points. He's won, he's got them, and Gilles de Ferran finishes second. So a fine victory for Kelvin Bert, second for de Ferran, third for Deniz, and fourth for Adams, with a first points finish for Jason Plato in the new Van Diemen, and for the grieving Alan Docking team, an emotional sixth for Elton Julian. Well done, Kelvin Bert, and I've a suspicion that having achieved that well-deserved first win, we'll be seeing him on the podium again, and soon. In fact, Kelvin's now second in the championship, 13 points behind de Ferran. With another 12 rounds still to go, we'll undoubtedly be seeing some changes, but Gilles de Ferran is going to be very hard to catch.